If you've ever heard the term Trivex, you've probably wondered how that compares to the ever-present, ever-popular polycarbonate lens material. And if so, I have a little versus video, so stick around. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you were as comfortable as I am here in my home, as you likely are. I want to talk about Trivex versus polycarbonate. I think the best way to tackle this is to talk about the pros and cons of each material, and then ultimately, I guess it's just my opinion on which one is best. So let's jump into it. Let's start with polycarbonate, pros and cons. Polycarbonate, crazy available. It is everywhere. I always say that if you don't know what lens material you have, you probably have polycarbonate. It's kind of what I refer to as the industry standard. It's all over and it's very common, and therefore I think one of its pros. So let's just jump into the pros of this lens material. It's thin, it's light, it's crazy impact resistant. For a long time, the only real option for a good impact resistant lens, and therefore another pro, great for safety glasses. If you've ever ordered safety glasses, you probably got polycarbonate because they're very safe, they're very impact resistant. Also, availability in terms of lens features is the widest of any lens material that you're going to find. And that's just because it's such a common lens material. It is all over. So everyone that makes lenses will make their lens feature, whether it's polarized or transitions or whatever you're looking for, available in the polycarbonate lens material. Also, a big plus is that it's not terribly expensive. It is an upgrade from your standard common plastic material, or CR39, but it's not terribly expensive. And so it's nice because you're going to save some thickness. You're going to get an impact resistant lens. But that takes me into the cons for this. It's not a long list, but it's a big one in my opinion, and that is the optical clarity. The way that we measure optical clarity is a term called the Abbe value, and that is the only thing it does, is it measures, it is a unit of measurement for optical clarity. And polycarbonate, unfortunately, is the lowest rung on the optical clarity ladder. So a big downside, not too many cons, but I kind of think that's a big one. With Trivex, I'm a big advocate of this lens material. I put it in all of my glasses, so I'm a little biased, but I think it's for good reason. I'll start with the pros. It is the lightest weight lens material presently available across the board, lightest weight lens material, and it is just as impact resistant, if not more so, than polycarbonate. When I say more so, there's a thing called tensile strength. So if you get those drill mounts, the frames that have no frame around the actual lens, and the lenses are drilled into the frame, it's not going to get those little hairline cracks that polycarbonate gets as easily, or at all actually. It does really well with those fully rimless designs. So I strongly recommend you check out Trivex if you're getting that kind of frame style. And then the real win, in my opinion, is the superior optical clarity. In that Abbe value range, it ranks really high and way higher than polycarbonate. And in my opinion, that is crucial because you're getting glasses to make your vision better. You're doing it to improve your vision. So why not go with the one that gives you the best optical clarity? It makes sense. But now into the cons, the downsides, it is thicker. It's about 10% thicker roughly than polycarbonate. It's a cosmetic issue. Despite the fact that it's lighter, it is thicker. And for some people, that's an issue. Some people don't like their lenses to be thick. They want them to be as thin as possible. And in some prescriptions, as they get really strong, I don't encourage it as much. It just depends on the person and it depends on the glasses. With that being said, it is an upgraded material, so it's slightly pricier. However, it's not a huge point because you get what you pay for. So I think that it's the worthwhile upgrade for sure. The $1,000,000 question, which lens material is best? It depends. Just like I always say in that question, it just depends on what you need. I think I pretty well explained the pros and cons of both, and so whatever you find to suit your needs best is what'll be right for you. And my opinion, like I mentioned, optical clarity, I think, is king. I think that you want to make sure that if you're trying to correct your vision, you do it with the best, optically speaking, lens material that is available. But that might conflict with the features that you're looking for. It might conflict with the frame that you need, maybe your prescription. And so there are always factors to consider as to what is right for you. Ultimately, I think that it is the superior lens material, Trivex that is, but it's not to say that it's the right one for you. And in that case, I would encourage you to reach out to us at SportRx, because we have opticians who can help you with finding what is right for you by talking through everything, your prescription, the frame, the whole setup, and see what is best for you. So definitely use this as a resource and reach out to us. I think that pretty well covers what you need to know about the polycarbonate versus Trivex question. A quick summary: I went over the pros and cons of each lens material, and I finished with my opinion, subjective as it may be. But hey, I'm an optician. I think my opinion matters a little bit on which is the superior lens material. Hopefully you know what is right for you and what'll be best for your setup. And by the way, if you decide to order from SportRx, you never have to worry about getting something that you don't like or doesn't work for you. And that's thanks to our See Better guarantee. And essentially what that means is that we're going to make it right by you if you get something that you're not pleased with, as long as you get back to us within 45 days, no matter what it means on our part. Just reach out to us. And like I mentioned, we have opticians and we're here to help you make sure you get the right thing the first time. So use us as a resource and reach out to us. We would love to hear from you and to help you through that process that can be a little intimidating. You're ordering prescription online. We understand that, so reach out to us. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully this was interesting or helpful. If so, throw us a thumbs up. That would be cool. We have relevant videos to check out there. If you subscribe, you hear about those videos first, and you can check us out on social media because we have cool stuff there too, at SportRx. Thank you.